On the front side, I was on the pony, and of course, I had the ability to see the whole work on the big monitor, which is great. And he looked like he went off well, and he joined his company a little bit early. The company was maybe going a little bit slow off the first eighth of a mile, and he joined up. But he looked smooth as silk coming by me. When he passed the eighth pole and approached the wire, he looked really good. Switched leads, went into the turn, galloped out good around the turn. I mean, I'm very pleased with the work. The rider was pleased with the work. He visually looked as good as he could look. I guess he went 48 out in 5/8 and 101, which is a useful work. It's not anything to, get overly excited about, but a very nice, useful work, the kind of work that you'd like to see in a horse, right on top of a race. You don't want to see them leave their race out on the racetrack working too fast, but it was very good, very useful. But the main thing is that they're doing it easily, well within themselves. He wasn't being pushed to do it. He was doing it mostly, just on his own. Of course, he had the encouragement of having a little company to, go with the company. But apart from that, all good.
What was the delay in getting Hofburg to this point?
He just had some baby things. I mean, we got him to the races in September, which is probably as early as a lot of these horses have made it to the races. But we had some little baby issues, some immaturity issues probably after that race. We felt that it was best to give him a little bit of time, and it was, not until March that we got him back to the races. But, in this case, it's worked out well so far.
What have you seen from him in the last few weeks that makes you feel so good about where you
Well,
are?
he hasn't backed up. He's moved forward. I mean, the races seem to have made him better rather than, what I mean? Some horses take their races hard, they try hard, and it kind of wears them out. It doesn't seem like it's had an adverse effect on him. It seems like he's, it's all been positive. It seems like he's gotten stronger and better and smoother, and whether that's good enough for, Derby Day, we'll all see on Derby Day.
How do you prepare for the full field part with the lack of experience? Is there any way to help prepare them for something like that?
Well, he got a pretty good experience in all three of his races. I mean, we ran him in a sprint race in Saratoga. He ate a lot of dirt there. Came on just a steady finish. Probably not really the type to win going at a sprint distance in Saratoga. That's a little bit of a different type of horse sometimes. But he came back, endured a very wide trip at Gulfstream in his maiden race. Ate a lot of dirt. He came back. I mean, he was plastered. It looked like somebody had, smeared it on him, and the same thing in the Florida Derby. So he took the kickback very well, and I think that's important in a big field. They've got to be able to, get hit with all that dirt and the kickback, and still be able to level off and run into it, and be courageous enough to fight on after all that happened.
Was that run in the Florida Derby what you expected, that charge at the end?
Well, I thought that's his style, and it's not surprising to me. I mean, we expected, that he would run a good race. I mean, I didn't know if we were going to win or not, or I think as it is, I have to be pleased with second. I think the horse that beat us on that day was, a more experienced horse and had, a few more races, and a good horse. With that being said, I would think with our fella, he'd probably improve and move forward after having that race.